Hi, welcome to the Filmoviz Anima channel. This channel covers Hollywood movie and celebrity news, special for you movie lovers.
Godzilla x Kong reign the new empire. Actually, it was predictable that Godzilla x Kong would completely rule the new empire weekly box office. But what was unexpected was its revenue of $80 million, or exceeding the expectations of previous observers, which was around $55 million. Still helmed by the same director as Godzilla vs. Kong in 2021, Adam Wingard, New Empire is strengthened by the old cast, Rebecca Hall, Brian Tyree Henry and Cale Hoddle, as well as the new cast of handsome Dan Stevens. The New Empire in this case also toppled the weekend champion, which also had the title Empire, Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire. The adventure of the junior-senior ghost hunters only grossed $15.7 million in its second weekend. Tragically, Ghostbusters' total result only reached $73 million from 2 weeks of screening, aka immediately stepped by Godzilla x Kong, which $80 million above. Meanwhile, the third place is occupied by Dune, Part 2, which made $11 million, followed by Jack Black from Kung Fu Panda 4 with $10 million. The song made famous by Britney Spears, Baby One More Time, was repopularized by Black and his Tenacious D as the film's soundtrack. Cool. Then Sydney's Horror Sweeney, Immaculate, Mark Wahlberg's Arthur the King in Late Night with the Devil followed at 5, 6, and 7. There were 2 Indian films that occupied the 8 and 9 positions, Tillu Square and Crew. At number 10, Horror Imaginary occupies it and completes the top 10 box office weekend on March 29 to 31, 2024. Next week, among a bunch of new movies that have emerged, there seem to be 2 that stand out, The Monkey Man and The First Omen. Interestingly, these 2 genre-different movies have 2 posters that have a lot of similarities. Those 2 less creative posters might still find it hard to beat the power of Godzilla and Kong in their new kingdom. Let's see. Johnny Depp struggles in the world of drunks again. Aside from his love for alcohol, Johnny Depp is also known for playing the drunken pirate Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Depp, who just won the case against his ex-wife Amber Heard, is still struggling to be trusted by Hollywood again. Although Jerry Bruckheimer still seems to want Depp to be part of the new Pirates of the Caribbean, there are still those who do not fully trust the 21 Jump Street actor. Even so, Depp is being lined up to take on a role in a movie called Day Drinker, a theme that may be quite familiar to his daily life. The supernatural thriller will be directed by Mark Webb, who helmed 500 Days of Summer and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Day Drinker will be about a man who gets involved with a female bartender with romance, friendship, and revenge. Webb will direct the movie based on a script by Zach Dean, whose resume includes the action films Tomorrow War and Fast X. For Depp, this movie fills the void after playing King Louis XV in the drama Jean du Barry. In addition, Depp is also still completing his directorial work in the film Modi, which tells the story of Amedeo Modigliani, an Italian artist. In the film, which became Depp's second breakthrough as a director after The Brave in 1997, will star and be produced by legendary actor, Al Pacino. Depp and Pacino had previously worked together in Donnie Brasco, a mafia drama that was also released in 1997. Florence Pugh joins Chun Li in Street Fighter. Rising young actress Florence Pugh has been tapped to resurrect the video game adaptation of Street Fighter. As the fever of video games being brought to the big screen is on the rise, as evidenced by the good releases of Sonic and Hedgehog, the Super Mario Bros. Or Uncharted, Legendary Entertainment wants to try its luck. Similar to Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter features battle scenes with characters familiar to gamers of its generation. In 1994, Jean-Claude Van Damme was once carried as the character Colonel Guile, in addition to Raul Julia, Ming-Na Wen and Australia's top singer, Kylie Minogue. The film was a commercial success and made a 3x return on investment. Although the film itself was heavily criticized for being out of tone, unfaithful to the game and so on. Sequels, spin-off The Legend of Chun-Li starring Kristen Krug, reboots and animated versions were made and none of them succeeded in the market. Even the discourse of Van Damme to be reunited with Dolph Lundgren evaporated somewhere. Now, in addition to appointing 2 directors Talk to Me, Daniel and Michael Philippou, Legendary is eyeing at least 2 names for the main cast of Street Fighter. The role of Chun-Li, previously played by Na Wen and Krug, will be given to Jessica Henwick, who is known for Iron Fist, The Matrix Revolutions or Love and Monsters. Florence Pugh, meanwhile, will replace Minogue's former role of Lieutenant Cammy White. This is certainly a good step for Pugh, who has been on the rise since Midsommar, Black Widow, Don't Worry Darling, Oppenheimer, Dune Part 2 and the Marvel movie that is still being made, Thunderbolts. Stay tuned for more information about Street Fighter. Dennis Quaid becomes president. Dennis Quaid's long-in-the-making movie, Reagan, is finally finished and ready to be released in 2024. Reagan is a biopic that will tell the story of the president's journey from his childhood in the era of President Nixon, his journey to become a Hollywood star to become the President of America, which will uniquely be taken from the perspective of a former KGB agent. As Viktor Novikov, the agent will be played by Angelina Jolie's father, veteran actor Jon Voight. Reagan is directed by Sean McNamara, who may be best known for Pierce Brosnan's The King's Daughter or Quaid's On a Wing and a Prayer. Reagan will also be joined by Penelope Ann Miller, Mina Suvari, C. Thomas Howell, Xander Berkeley, Kevin Dillon and Robert Davi. As a fan of former American President Ronald Reagan, Quaid feels very honored to be playing a character he respects so much. In an interview with EW, Quaid mentioned that Reagan was his favorite president. The 66-year-old added that he was simultaneously surprised, honored and terrified to be offered the role. I didn't understand why they were offering me Ronald Reagan because I just didn't see it. I admired him so much, and so I had a chill of fear go down my spine when I was offered it. Quaid added. Dave Bautista takes on a gang of teenage robbers. In terms of stature, Dave Bautista may not be a match for teenagers. But today's teenage agent who is undercover in the Texas area and must play cat and mouse when dealing with a theft case involving a number of teenagers. The movie is directed by Michael Dowse, who happened to have worked with Bautista in Stuber before. The script of the movie is made by Gary Scott Thompson, who we know very well for The Fast and the Furious and also Hollow Man. The trap house itself will be reinforced by names such as Bobby Cannavale, Jack Champion, Sophia Lillis, Kate Del Castillo and Whitney Peak. Oh yes, there is the name Scott Free here as one of the film production companies with Signature Entertainment. Scott Free is a production company formed by 2 brothers Ridley and Tony Scott. Some of the films they have produced include Gladiator, Blade Runner 2049, The Murder on the Orient Express franchise, the Alien Prometheus franchise and others. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe.